Can you give up your baby for adoption without the consent of the father? It depends.
Is there a slimier group of people on this planet than adoption lawyers? I'm not really sure, but you know what? Let's let this guy keep talking.
If you're married to the biological father, then his consent is required. However, it is not required that you either identify the father or involve him in your adoption plan. It's completely your choice. He must take active steps to register with the putative father registry in the state. If he fails to register in the specified period of time, his consent to the adoption will be irrevocably implied.
At a certain point, it can't be so surprising to people that adopted people have so many issues with adoption when you have people like this lawyer parading around about how you can actually screw a father out of his own paternal rights to his child. If adoption was truly an act of meeting the needs of children in crisis, we wouldn't have lawyers preying on these vulnerable families trying to screw people out of their own parental rights to their children. But that's what happens when you commodify human beings, when adoption becomes a multi-billion-dollar business in the United States, is you get lawyers who are trying to sell as many babies as they possibly can. Adoption agencies trying to sell as many babies as they possibly can. How do you acquire these children? You have to screw their family out of their own parental rights. How can we as a society call adoption a social good when we witness so much obvious coercion and corruption within the system? Like, if we're gonna call adoption a good thing, let's try to actually make it a good thing and hold these people accountable. And let's work on changing legislation, adding family support and social safety nets, giving families opportunities to raise their own children so that we don't instead give these kids to slimy lawyers to sell them off to the highest bidder.